Thank you, Taoiseach, and Minister, you're very welcome in this morning. And I welcome your statements in relation to the National Maternity Hospital. This week, the Irish Times wrote an article entitled "The National Maternity Hospital Doctors Fear Misinformation Could Delay Move." Misinformation is the key word in this debate, as far as I am concerned. The national media, the Taoiseach and some of the public seem to be of the belief that should we proceed with the relocation of the National Maternity Hospital to Ellen Park on the Saint Vincent site, that this will in some way affect the services available to patients. But of course, the reality is that all the services that are now legal in this country will be provided in the new hospital. For that, we have the assertion of 42 senior clinicians in the National Maternity Hospital who have issued a letter to persuade us of that point. In their words, we, the consultants of the National Maternity Hospital, are concerned by the potential for misinformation, they say. They talk about the project as being a vital one to create a world-class maternity hospital for the women and babies of Ireland. Yes, it is a vital one, and we need a world-class maternity hospital, and the proposed facility will be that in many ways. However, it is a tragedy that we must go hand in hand with services to deny unborn children their lives in circumstances where their lives could and should be saved. But we know what the law is, and we know what the political and medical establishments are insisting on. So why the delay, despite the cast iron guarantee in the proposed operating licence that all the services will be provided? Past instances of state decisions influenced by the Catholic Church have nothing to do with this new situation. The Church is entitled to be involved in healthcare and has a great record in providing excellent and ethical care, but it has clearly stepped back from involvement in the maternity hospital. So enough is enough when it comes to beating down the Catholic Church in this country. Abortion, sterilisation and assisted reproductive services were unthinkable in all Ireland. Now these services are already provided here. Regardless of whether the Religious Sisters of Charity retain ownership of the land at Ellen Park, the maternity hospital is going to facilitate all services which it is legally permitted to do in Irish law. Furthermore, the sisters have said they have nothing to do with the hospital. The sisters have not tried to undermine this. The sisters have not expressed any desire to interfere, nor will they. Some will wish they had sought to retain a Catholic ethos at their hospitals, even if that meant that the maternity hospital was sited elsewhere. Would that have been such a problem? Do all the hospitals in this state need to remove their religious ethos? As I said, the Church is a pillar of compassion and understanding in this country, and shame on us if we cannot show them the same respect and understanding. They would have been entitled to say no to the leasing of the land and for the new hospital. They could have, but they did not. So anti-church people in politics and in the medical establishment are having their cake and eating it. They have got the nuns out of the governance of the hospital, which Christian people have helped pay to establish, and they are still engaged in the anti-Catholic invective and fear-mongering. They are having it both ways. The Taoiseach is said to retain concerns around governance and possible religious influence in the facility, but why? Because political commentators have told him to be wary. But political commentators have weighed in on the matter. Because they have, that is why this is happening. Because political commentators have decided to make the maternity hospital their new point of issue with the Catholic Church. Let us ask ourselves, if this matter concerned any other religious denomination outside of Catholicism, would we be standing here today giving statements? Would political commentators have been involved? Would we be wasting our time like we are here? It is unfair to the Church and it is unfair to the mothers and babies of this country to continue to talk like this. There is no reason for the Taoiseach to retain concerns. There is no reason for the Taoiseach to be wary, and there must be the end of this misinformation campaign, the cost of which will fall on our taxpayers. We need a new maternity hospital, and I'm eager, as the senior clinicians of this country, to make sure this happens quickly and without unnecessary delay, concerning further debate on whether or not the religious orders retain ownership of the land. I and many others would prefer harmful and this is why it's important we get the new National Maternity Hospital built and that we just get on and do this project. Thank you.